The 2026 World Cup is officially underway, and let me tell you, the opening days have been absolutely electric. We're talking packed American stadiums, thousands of fans waving flags, roaring crowds, and just a true championship atmosphere. Today, we're skipping all the cinematic fluff and diving straight into the staggering data, the global viewership battles, and the unprecedented goal rush that's defining the explosive start to this tournament. Let's get right into it.
2,541,249. Okay, let that number sink in for a second. That is the exact number of views the official highlight reel for the USA versus Paraguay match racked up in just 5 days following their June 12th clash. Millions of fans are flocking online right now to catch these spectacular goals, those powerful tackles, and the emotional celebrations as the US steps onto home soil with some serious, intense focus.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is exactly how the official FIFA channel described that performance. They didn't just call it a solid opening or a good game. No, they called it a, quote, sparkling win to start their 2026 FIFA World Cup campaign. And honestly, they're right. The US didn't just scrape by here. They delivered a commanding 4-1 victory. Fast counterattacks, skillful dribbles, the whole shebang. When the governing body tags your opening performance on home soil as sparkling, well, that's a fierce statement that you are determined to make history right out of the gate.
Section 1. Global Eyeballs. The Viewership Battle.
So while the USA pulling 2.5 million views is phenomenal, we've got to remember they are competing in a massive global arena. Just look at this chart. The Korea Republic's thrilling 2-1 victory over Czechia, that pulled an astonishing 3.6 million views in just 6 days. Right behind them, we've got Argentina's dominant 3-0 win against Algeria sitting at 3.3 million views. The US is definitely pulling massive numbers, driven by that amazing home crowd energy. But they exist in an ecosystem where global heavyweights are drawing literally millions of eyeballs within hours of the final whistle.
Moving on to Section 2. A Tournament of Goals. The 2026 Trend.
Okay, this is probably the most shocking revelation from the opening round data. The sheer, unbelievable volume of offense. We are seeing wild, highly offensive blowouts right from the starting whistle. I mean, look at this table. Germany completely dismantled Curacao 7-1, grabbing 2.7 million views. Sweden crushed Tunisia 5-1. We had an absolute 6-goal thriller between England and Croatia that ended 4-2, and Norway dominating Iraq 4-1. Teams are stepping onto the pitch with absolute attacking intent, and it's creating these viral highlight reels that fans literally cannot click fast enough.
And this illustrates a massive tactical shift. If you're a longtime fan, you know that historically World Cup openers are incredibly tense, right? Teams usually play it safe. They employ cautious, low-scoring, defensive tactics because absolutely nobody wants to lose their first match. It's like a giant, high-stakes chess match. But 2026? It's a completely different story. The data points to aggressive, high-scoring blowouts and just explosive offense. Teams aren't just trying to survive the group stage, they are actively trying to put on a show and dominate from minute one.
Which brings us to Section 3, Echoes of the Past. The digital algorithm.
So as we're all watching these 2026 matches, the digital platforms are doing something super fascinating behind the scenes. The official algorithm is actively surfacing legendary World Cup moments right alongside the current highlights. It's wild. We're seeing Maradona's famous 8 minutes from 1986 pulling in 1.2 million recent views. We've got Zidane and Henry's masterful 2006 performance against Brazil popping up, and of course, that epic Messi versus Mbappe 2022 shootout drawing over 5 million views. It's like this awesome digital bridge connecting past greatness directly to the excitement of the current tournament.
But here is the really crucial connection for US fans. Tucked right inside those trending classic matches is a video from 2002 titled "A Huge Upset USA v Portugal Extended Highlights," and it's currently sitting at 310,000 views in the algorithm. Why does this matter? Well, the contrast is just incredible. Back in 2002, the US was this scrappy underdog pulling off a miraculous shocker. But now, in 2026, they aren't hoping for an upset. They just opened with a commanding 4-1 sparkling win right out of the gate. They are setting the pace, backed by thousands of fans, bringing a true, undeniable championship atmosphere.
So, what does this all mean for us? With an explosive, high-scoring tournament unfolding all around them and a sparkling 4-1 opening win already under their belts, can the USA tap into that historic 2002 magic and make a deep, legendary run in 2026? The data proves the world is watching, the goals are absolutely flowing, and the stage is perfectly set for history to be written. Thank you so much for joining this explainer. Keep your eyes on the data and enjoy the rest of the tournament.